I watched every YouTube channel before moving to Germany, every single one. None of them spoke about what I'm going to reveal today. By the end of this video, you will know about a real life in Germany than any video you have watched before. We landed in Germany on Sunday, fresh from the plane, excited to be in a new country. First thing we needed was a SIM card. For our luck, everything was closed. We actually landed at around 6 in the evening, and by the time we finished our immigration and collected our baggage, I know I did my research. I know Sundays are closed, but I was hoping at least an essentials would be open, like a supermarket, a petrol stations, something. But unfortunately, everything was closed. And that was our first evening and the first experience in Germany. And it wasn't just Sundays. The whole system here moves differently. SIM card in India will take just 20 minutes to activate. But here it took about 2 weeks to activate not the postpaid one, but the prepaid. Germany is one of the most advanced country in the world, and it is known as the first world country. But my ATM card pin and the ATM came by post. If you remember these kind of posts that we used to receive about 10 years back in India. I don't think so nowadays we receive these kind of posts in India. And guess what? I waited about 15 to 20 days just to receive my bank ATM card and the PIN number. Now I actually wonder, am I actually in a first world country? Germans are not cold people, but it took me quite some time to understand that. Winter comes, they go silent and serious. And spring arrives, they're all smiling, having fun, and happy. But for the first few months of our winter, I genuinely thought I had done something wrong. Therefore, I stopped saying hello, hi, good morning, being polite to my neighbors, to anybody on street. 6 months later, spring comes and people started to smile at me, greet me good morning. That's when I realized the mood of Germans purely depend on the weather condition out here. In India, your neighbor knows your family within a week of you moving in. Here, even after 6 months, your neighbor is still uncomfortable making an eye contact with you. It makes all sense now. Recycling in Germany is not optional. It's a system, a very serious system. Our landlord sat us down, gave us a serious lecture as if it's a legal meeting. Yellow bin, blue bin, green bin, brown bin, black bin. Each one has its own purpose. If you miss one, be ready to pay the huge fines. In India, we had only two options, wet and dry, and sometimes just one. But here, you have to be very careful when you segregate the wastes. While I think it's also for our own benefits and it's also a very good practice as well. One is a huge step down for us. In India, we use GPay QR code to pay a smallest of the small amount from 5 rupees to the biggest of the amount up till 10,000 to 20,000 rupees. You scan a QR code and you just pay it off from the chai ki tapri to the five-star hotel. But here, I have only two options, either a Visa card or a cash. And most of the places, they don't even accept card, it's only cash. So, cash is a king here. Even in the most developed country, most of the shops accept only cash, even today. For the first 6 months, I missed those GPays and the QR codes to the core. Seriously, I mean, we reached at the time of Christmas, and in a Christmas market, every shop that we went to buy something, we had to take a cash. They were not accepting any cards, or that's when we genuinely missed India and the option that we had there. Use the QR code and pay instantly. Well, the next point I wanted to bring this up in this video, and yeah, I haven't seen anybody saying this in the channel. Maybe they were not comfortable, but I wanted to bring this up. Discrimination in Germany is real. I'm not saying all of them, but not the most, but it still exists. So I was at the U-Bahn with my wife. A middle-aged German man who entered the U-Bahn after us came in and sat next to us. Until then, he was calm and quiet. The next moment, he turns around and looks at us and starts shouting something in German, which we did not understand at all. And the next moment, he come and stand next to me, shows me a middle finger. The minute I stand up and confront or react, he runs out of the U-Bahn before the door is closed. The sad part is n- nobody uttered a word, nobody helped us. They were just sitting there and standing there and staring at me. That's it. I was with my wife, and that stayed with me for a long time. Until today, every time we go out, I'm always on that alert. My wife always asks me, like, why are you always noticing so many people around you? I mean, I can't say, but then we are in a different country and we have to protect ourselves. You might have seen my Hanover video. I'll put a link here if you haven't. The Pakistani family incident that I filmed. This one I did not film it, but both happened. And if you are planning to move here, keep this in your mind. And you need to know not everything is green. This is possible as well. The things nobody prepares you. If you're from India specifically, you will not have this luxury at all. The luxury that I am talking about is silence. Yes, it is a luxury for us in India because anywhere you go outside India, it's a chaos and lots of vehicles honking, people around. But here in India, someone is always visiting your house, whether it's neighbor, your friends, your grocery guy, or even your kamwali bhai. But here I work from home most of the days, and some days I don't even talk to a person except for my wife. I wait for my wife to come back home from office, and after 6 o'clock, I start talking to her. And but the whole day, just doing my work and silent. There is nowhere your neighbor is coming and talking to you, or neither you have a friends here to who visits you. I miss those. I miss that actually because I am not a silent person. I like talking to people. I like communicating with different people. I'm actually loving it in a way, but then at some point of time, I also feel that it's too much of silence. But yeah, that's life here. And if you are moving here, please expect that the roads are silent, your house is silent, your neighbors are silent, they will not bother you at all, and you will not have a chai ki tapri in a corner of the road. One more thing I want to add here is making friends is not easy here, how it is back home in India. But unfortunately, that's the life here, and be prepared if you're coming here. 3,500 euros. This is what a motorcycle license will cost you in Germany. I'm talking about just the license. In India, I got my license for around 6 euros, and my motorcycle KTM 390 Adventure with the accessories and a riding gauge costed me somewhere around 4 lakhs rupees. Here, I have to spend around 4 lakhs rupees only for my license. And it's been about more than 550 days that I haven't ridden a motorcycle, and that's exactly why this channel exists now. Every view that I get, every subscriber that I earn, and every video shared by you guys is helping me getting closer to my dream of buying a motorcycle and getting a license in Germany. And Germany also has its own. I want to be very clear that Germany is a very good country to be in. The infrastructure here is incredible. The safety, most of the time, is real. The opportunity exists. But if you're planning to move here, learn German, at least up to B2 level. Not because you want to, but system here already assumes that you know it. So these are the 8 things nobody talked about in their YouTube channel about Germany. But there are 3 more things which are heavier, which are serious, and even I didn't want you to talk about it for a longer time. But I think it's the right time to talk about it, and someone should talk about it. Next video will be about unemployment, drugs on the street, and someone refused to speak to me in English in a foreign office. That's next Friday. I'll see you then. And until then, please be safe. Please take care. Ciao.